General Motors made a solid comeback last year with its trio of full-size truck-based SUVs, which are a dying breed in the automotive industry. With SUV sales booming, it really helped quite a lot that these big brutes were redesigned last year to be more competitive. For 2016, not much has changed besides the addition of the enhanced driver alert package that adds automatic high and low beams and lane keeping assist, while a capless fuel filler system is now standard. So is the 2016 GMC Yukon a good choice for a full-size traditional SUV? Well, let's go ahead and find out. Now, another thing that the Yukon sees for the 2016 model year is the addition of the Apple CarPlay system, but GMC is including that on pretty much their whole entire lineup. Now, as far as styling goes on the vehicle, I love the styling of the Yukon, and I think I like it a little bit better than the Chevrolet Tahoe and the Suburban. It's very bold, aggressive, and in your face, especially with the big old traditional American grille. Very bold looking and certainly makes a statement. Now, the Yukon has always been a more slightly luxurious and more expensive version of its platform mates, the Chevrolet Suburban and the Tahoe. And the Cadillac Escalade has always been the top of the line, most luxurious one in the trio of full-size SUVs from GM. Now, our model of the Yukon we do have here is the SLT model, and it comes with many luxury goodies and features and amenities. Now, ours also does have these big old 22-inch chrome wheels. Certainly gives the Yukon a much more bolder presence. Now, here goes the key fob for the vehicle. Pretty high quality looking key fob design overall. We do have your lock, your unlock, and then your remote engine start, and then your power tailgate, and then your panic button. Now, you do have smart key access on all four doors. And you also do have running boards here. Power deploying running boards are also optional. Comes in this black exterior color with a full-on black leather interior. Power driver seat adjustments, power recline, and your power lumbar. Now, stepping on inside of the cabin here, the step-in height is fairly high, but that's really to be expected here. This is not a little mini crossover that's based off of a car. This is basically a truck here. But you're greeted with a very luxurious and very opulent cabin. Something that you really couldn't say about the Yukon in the past. Now, you do have push button ignition. Just put your foot on the brake and hit the button to start, of course. And what you're hearing there was the big old 5.3 liter V8. Now, you do have a full leather wrapped steering wheel. Coming to your transmission, you have the very old school column mounted shifter here. It's a 6-speed automatic transmission. You also do have manual shiftability and a tow and haul mode too. Putting the vehicle into reverse displays your rear view camera with guidance lines and trajectory. We also do have rear parking sensors, and when you come close to something pretty interesting to note is that the seat will actually vibrate to warn you that you're close. It won't beep. And you also do have front parking sensors as well. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on the lights and the hazards. Automatic driver's side window. And I'm going to go ahead and pop up the hood, check out the engine bay. Heated exterior mirrors with LED turn signal indicators, as well as blind spot detection. Beautiful, classy design of the Yukon. Halogen projector beam headlights, LED daytime running lights, and LED turn signal indicators. And you also do have halogen fog lights. Now, if you are looking for a full-size SUV that is off-road worthy, you may want to look elsewhere because the ground clearance on the Yukon is not that great, especially for off-roading. You have that front air dam that takes up a lot of it. However, if you do go for the Tahoe with the Z71 package, it's much better than this for off-roading. This is more of a comfortable luxury highway cruiser that's a full-size SUV. Now under the hood here we have the big old traditional American 5.3 liter V8 engine. It produces around 355 horsepower at 5,600 RPM and 383 pound-feet of torque at 4,100 RPM, with EPA estimates being 16 in the city and 22 on the highway. Four-wheel drive is also optional, and you won't find anything like turbocharging or anything of that nature here. This is very traditional. A 6.2 liter V8 engine is also optional on the Denali trims for the Yukon. Now this V8 power plant here is one of the main key aspects of why many people still choose full-size SUVs today, and it could tow up to 8,500 pounds. Many crossovers cannot do that, and many crossovers don't have a V8 power plant. And the power delivery is pretty smooth with this 5.3 liter V8. However, certainly if you want better towing capacity and more power, you will want to step up to the 6.2 liter V8 engine. Now competitors for the Yukon, you have the vehicles in the full-size SUV class and some of them in the full-size luxury SUV class. This includes the likes of the Ford Expedition, the Toyota Sequoia, as well as the Toyota Land Cruiser and the Nissan Armada. The Yukon, depending on what trim, can also compete with the Range Rover, as well as the Lexus LX and the Infiniti QX56. Total vehicle price for this particular Yukon is $66,665. Coming to the rear, you have LED taillights with LED turn signals, rear parking sensors, and an LED third brake light. Very stylish. Very boxy looking too. Of course, all of your basic powered amenities, power windows, power mirrors, and your power door locks. You also do have power folding exterior mirrors too, and chrome interior door handles. And let's go ahead and rev it up. Very nice. Has a decent amount of grunt to it. Now, this generation Yukon here is certainly the best one yet in terms of build quality and materials, especially compared to a couple of generations ago when everything would pretty much creak on the inside and the materials weren't that impressive. But in this generation Yukon here, that is certainly a different story. Nice soft touch materials up here on the upper door panel and on the armrest too and mid door panel. This is certainly borderline on being a luxury SUV here. And you have nice soft touch materials up here on the dashboard. You'll find stitching everywhere pretty much throughout the whole entire cabin. It's a very luxurious interior, and build quality and materials are also excellent. You won't find many interior trim and pieces that creak a whole lot. Very impressive. Up here we do have your auto dimming rearview mirror, and of course, just like in all of General Motors vehicles, you have OnStar, SOS Safety Connect 2, Garage HomeLink, LED map lights, and your sunroof with your sunroof controls, sunglass container with a conversation mirror. Down here we also do have a little storage cubby with a 12-volt power outlet and 2 USB charging ports. Down here we also do have 2 cup holders. And then coming to your center console lid, it's nice and soft touch, of course. Very big center console. If you're a person who likes to have a lot of stuff inside of their vehicle, then this is certainly the one to get. Lots of space inside of this center console here. And then you'll also find 2 more USB charging ports, and you find an SD card slot right there and an auxiliary jack input. And then you have your 12-volt power outlet right there too, and you have an LED light right here. Very nice. Now coming to the steering wheel, very stylish overall, and it's not overdone. It's pretty simple too. Love it. Very high quality looking. We have your cruise control right here, and then your collision alert. Heated steering wheel is also right there. Your voice recognition, and then your controls for the GMC IntelliLink, and then your steering wheel mounted audio controls are located on the back of the steering wheel. We also do have your Bluetooth phone controls too, and the steering wheel also does tilt and telescope, and it has a pretty decent range of adjustment. We also do have intermittent windshield wipers. Now, what's pretty interesting is that the rear wiper is actually hidden from view. Now right here we also do have your four-wheel drive select. Shows you up here when the four-wheel drive the shift is in progress. But like I said, this is not a off-road worthy type of SUV here, but at least it does have four-wheel drive available. Your parking sensors button is right there, your traction control off, and then what's also neat is that you do have power adjustable pedals, and then you also do have your lane keeping assist right there too. Now I love how GMC went with traditional knobs and buttons, and then also a very simple, clean cut layout here. We do have dual zone automatic climate control. Your temperatures are right here for the driver and the passenger. Your different zones, of course, and then your rear window defroster, front window defroster as well, and your recycling mode. And then down here, this section is for your rear climate. You can turn that on or off if you would like. Then you have your heated seats on the side right here, and your ventilated front seats too for the driver and the passenger. Now coming to the gauges, I really do love the gauges here. Very bold, simple, clear, and easy to read. We do have a full set of gauges too. I also do really love the red needles as well. You have your tachometer right there, and then your speedometer. Coming to the little color information display, it basically shows you a bunch of vehicle information. It's all controlled by these set of buttons right here. We have your digital speedometer, and then your trip odometer too. Fuel range remaining, oil life percentage. Then you also do have your tire pressure monitoring, and then a little bar graph of your fuel economy from the last 50 miles. Coming to audio, you can change your audio source from here, and it shows you what song is playing or what radio station you're on too. And then you can also go to your favorites as well, which is nice. Coming to phone, you can hook up your Bluetooth phone, of course, and it'll show you if you have any incoming calls. Coming to navigation, it shows you your turn-by-turn direction from here, but there's no destination entered in on here. Coming to settings, you can change many different settings, like the speed warning. You could turn that on if you would like. Info pages. You can also change the speed for when it warns you. Pretty cool. Your units could change from the US or the metric system. Now coming to the main infotainment system and multimedia interface here, we have the GMC IntelliLink system, and I noticed that the processing and the responsiveness is much better than the Chevrolet MyLink system here. Now, your different audio sources includes all of the normal stuff here. We have AM, FM, XM satellite radio, Bluetooth streaming audio, your SD card slot, auxiliary jack, all that good stuff. And then we also do have a CD player. Now, something to note is that if you really want to impress your friends, just show them this. And it reveals a little storage cubby, and guess what's down there? Another USB charging port. That's a total of 5 already. And then your phone, you can hook up your Bluetooth phone, of course, have all of your contacts stored on there, have an integrated dial pad, listen to your voicemails, all that good stuff. You have your Pandora internet radio too, and then live weather, live traffic, SMS text messaging, but you have to have your phone connected, of course. And then you have a DVD player too, but there's no video disc inserted right now. That's for the rear media too, for the rear entertainment system. And then you have your OnStar. Coming to the nav, it's pretty good overall. This is pretty much what you will find on GM's vehicles here. The processing can be a little bit better for the nav, but you will find nice amenities such as 3D rendering of buildings. And it gives you your traffic. You can change the different map views too. Enter in the destination by voice. All that good stuff. Overall, it's a pretty good nav system. And I really do love the GMC IntelliLink system. I think the responsiveness is great. I think the interface is also very user-friendly and very intuitive too. Now you also do have memory seat settings for 2 people, as well as a Bose premium audio sound system, and the audio quality is very great, I have to say. One of the best in the business. Now, as far as the seating comfort goes, the seats are very comfortable, and they provide a decent amount of support too. Thigh support is pretty good overall, and the seats provide enough side bolstering without feeling too firm. As far as visibility goes, in the Yukon, visibility is excellent with lots of glass area all around. Now, if you are looking for a full-size SUV that does offer a very premium and smooth ride, then the Yukon certainly does fit the bill. However, like I said earlier in the video, this is not a off-road worthy type of SUV here. And then also, the handling on the vehicle is pretty numb overall, but you can feel for where the vehicle is trying to go. It's much better than years past, but this is no sports car here. But I think the best part about driving the Yukon is certainly its very comfortable ride. And the 5.3 liter V8 engine does provide ample amounts of power for the driver and enough passing power to get onto the highway. And the fuel economy is also not too shabby, especially when you compared it to how it used to be in years past. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and shut down the Yukon. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of the vehicle. Build quality and materials do follow through in the rear. Very nice. I have to tell you that this handlebar right here does certainly help out a whole lot when getting in and out of the Yukon. Now, sitting back here, it's a very comfortable experience. We do have second row captain's chairs with these nice little armrests that come very nifty. And then coming to some of your other amenities, we do have heated rear seats, automatic climate control back here, and then a 12-volt power outlet and a regular old house charging port. And then you have a little storage cubby right there too. Another USB charging port, that's 6 total in counting, and then an SD card slot as well. And then your video jacks for your rear seat entertainment system, which is right here. Very nice. And then you also do have LED interior lights back here. And dual map pockets. The seats themselves are also very comfortable, provide lots of support and lots of thigh support. Overall, it's a very comfortable and very luxurious experience back here in the Yukon. Now, getting in and out of the third row is pretty easy thanks to these second row captain's chairs here. And overall, it's not the most comfortable experience. If you're looking for a more comfortable experience for the third row, then you want to step up to the larger Yukon XL, which is longer in its wheelbase. However, my biggest complaint back here is that my knees are all the way up right here. It's very high with the floor. And then the thigh support isn't all that great. There's really no thigh support at all. But at least they do give you a little power port right here and then 2 cup holders, which is nice. And then you have LED map lights back here too. Alright. Now it is pretty easy to fold down the second row seat here. Just go like that, pull up on the lever, and then pull on this tab if you want the seat all the way up. Very easy to do. Doesn't require a whole lot of effort. Now you also do have a power tailgate. Now, one thing about the Yukon as well as the other full-size SUVs from General Motors is that it has a very high load floor. Very, very high load floor here. And then you also do have a 12-volt power outlet right there. And then these rear seats also do power fold for the third row, which is nice. You have a full powered passenger seat with power recline and power lumbar. Your glove box compartment, nice and damp. So the 2016 GMC Yukon is an excellent choice for a full-size SUV, especially if you're looking for one with generous towing capacity and many features available, as well as a very luxurious interior. So remember that this is Cameron Birch from Cameron's Car Reviews.